Grace and peace be with you. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm the pastor at Sycamore Creek in Potterville. I have a brief thought for you today. I'm in Proverbs. I'm in Proverbs chapter 19, verses 10 through 24, and I had a hard time today. There's so much good stuff in Proverbs. I decided to focus on verse 10. It clearly was the start of my reading, and it struck me. It says, "It's not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse a slave to rule over princes." And a reminder here that as I read that in the NIV, they translated that word slave. Slave could be like a servant. It means much different than what we might often think of here in the United States. So if it's helpful for you to put in servant there, do that and make that switch. So what does this verse mean? What does verse 10 mean? Well, one of the things we have to keep in mind as we read this is that Solomon's culture did not value self-reliance and individualism the same way that we would do today in our culture. Therefore, it's interesting that what Solomon saw is that not all opportunities are for all people. Let me repeat that. Not all opportunities are fit for all people. What this means is that you wouldn't elevate certain people to certain positions. And because they wouldn't have a chance of succeeding. Again, not everything was individual. And so what that means for today, what that means for an application for today is that God has equipped you to serve right where you are. God has equipped you to serve right where you are. Now that's just not for one role and that's it. Yes, you can do well. You can get new roles. You can be elevated in what you're doing. But God's equipped you to have an impact right where you are today. Don't ignore your position. Don't ignore your gifts. Don't desire the position or the gifts that someone else has. Allow God to grow your character as you are where you are right now. Maybe there are ways that you are a fool right now, and Proverbs remind us it would not be fitting for a fool to live in luxury. So trust God. Allow God to grow your character and see what happens. You know what I think will happen? Blessing. God's grace and peace be with you.